Welcome, Ladles and Jelly Spoons, to Kohigh Mathy.
Alright, lad.
Pat, I do wish you wouldn't sneak up on me like that.
Oh, what's the matter, youth? Do you like surprises?
Not particularly, no.
Well, you won't be wanting this gift I bought you then.
I'd rather not, if it's all the same to you. I mean, not after last time. You know Tiger Tom still winces whenever I open a can of Spam.
Oh, go on, man. Take it. It's a symbol of our friendship.
Alright then, what on earth is it?
It's a picture of an x-ray they took last week of my chest.
Why have you given me this?
Well, it shows you that my heart's in the right place, you know.
Well, it's about time somebody saw through you. Ladles and Jelly Spoons, for those of you who are more easily distracted, sit back, relax and soak up the retro platter that we are about to serve with this month's Retro Roundup. February 1992 brought us these gems. Contra III: The Alien Wars, a run-and-gun video game developed and published by Konami for the Super Nintendo. It is the third home console entry in the Contra series, after Contra in 1987 and Super C in 1988, both released for the Nintendo Entertainment System. In PAL regions, Contra III was retitled Super Probotector Alien Rebels, and the player characters were replaced with robots. Contra III received positive reviews by critics, who praised its arcade quality derived from its sound and visual design. It has been called one of the best Contra games ever produced. Alicia Dragoon, a platform game developed by Game Arts for the Sega Genesis. The player controls Alicia, a young woman who's on a quest to avenge her father and save the world. She can fire lightning from her hands and summon 4 faithful beasts to aid her. The game was published outside of Japan by Sega, and despite the game receiving positive reviews, it was not a commercial success. The game was also included in the Sega Genesis Mini that was released in 2019. It occurred to me the other day that I don't give enough credit to the people behind the scenes here at Kohigh Mathy's YouTube channel. Those people who make the Orbital Broadcast Bunker what it is. So I'd just like to thank Sir Roger Cantilupe, Ebony Figment, Francis Kerbottom, Bert Higgins, Mrs. Collard Lovington Cove, Edward Smith.
Oh?
Edward Smith.
Someone's got a very vivid imagination.
To continue, Tiger Tom, Keith, who prefers to remain anonymous, and of course Pat White Muffin. They'll make the show what it is, and what it is now is looking back at February 1997 that saw the following games hit the shelves. Independence Day, a combat flight simulator video game based on the 1996 film of the same name. The game was developed by Radical Entertainment and published by Fox Interactive for Microsoft Windows, PlayStation and the Sega Saturn. As well as a campaign that loosely follows the events of the film, the game also features multiplayer capabilities, either playing head-to-head on the same console or in a split-screen mode with 2 televisions and 2 consoles by utilising the PlayStation Link cable or the Saturn Link cable. The PC version also had an online option.
Got control.
Turok, Dinosaur Hunter, a first-person shooter video game developed by Iguana Entertainment and published by Acclaim for the Nintendo 64. Turok is an adaptation of Acclaim Comics' comic book series of the same name. The player controls Turok, a Native American warrior who must stop an evil campaigner from conquering the universe with an ancient and powerful weapon. Turok spawned a video game franchise that includes a direct sequel entitled Turok 2: The Seeds of Evil in 1998 and a prequel, Turok Evolution, in 2002. A remastered version of the game by Night Dive Studios was released in 2015 for PC, followed by an Xbox One release in 2018, a Nintendo Switch release in 2019, and finally a PlayStation 4 release in 2021. We now move on to Pat. What are you doing?
No, just polishing the old medal that I won at the weekend. I was in Beasley for the large bore small arms championships. As you can see, I clearly won by a judge's unanimous decision to be the largest bore with the smallest arms. What you all do at the weekend?
Well, I was going to go to Stoke Newington, but I messaged him and apparently somebody had already stoked him. So I stayed up and read up on a couple of games that are turning 20 this month. Pirates: The Legend of Black Cat, an action-adventure video game developed by Westwood Studios and published by Electronic Arts for the PlayStation 2 and Xbox. The game takes place in the year 1762 and focuses on the adventures of Katrina de Leon. Throughout the game, Cat confronts dangerous creatures and savages, completes quests for island inhabitants in return for help, wages naval war against the Crimson Guard, collects magical objects and artifacts, and unearths buried treasure that she can use to upgrade her ship. Maximo: Ghosts to Glory, known in Japan, Korea, Europe and Australia as simply Maximo, is a 3D hack-and-slash platform video game developed by Capcom for the PlayStation 2. The game is based in the Ghosts and Goblins universe and features original character designs. The game was followed up by a sequel, Maximo vs. the Army of Zin, in 2003. It's that part of the video where I look at a couple of games that might not be considered retro yet, but it might shock you to know that they are 10 years old this month. Alan Wake's American Nightmare, an action survival horror video game developed by Remedy Entertainment and published by Microsoft Studios. The game is a downloadable follow-up and spin-off to its predecessor Alan Wake. The game was praised for its changes of style and tone from the earlier themes of isolation, light versus darkness and melancholy, utilising psychological horror tropes that were found in Alan Wake, to the madcap pulp-influenced themes of Alan Wake's American Nightmare, utilising black comedy tropes. Wargame: European Escalation, a real-time tactics video game developed by Eugene Systems and published by Focus Home Interactive. Set in Europe during the Cold War, most specifically the years 1975 to 1985, with alternative history scenarios portraying open war between NATO and the Warsaw Pact. The game's solo mode is divided into 4 individual campaigns called Operations, 2 for each faction. Each are unrelated and chronicle scenarios based on actual events that came close to triggering open war between NATO and the Warsaw Pact forces. And there we have it, another retro roundup in the bag. I hope that you've enjoyed this video and maybe you remember playing some of the games that I mentioned. If that is the case, then please do let me know in the comment section down below. If you're not already, then please do subscribe to the channel, and if you enjoyed this video and you're a long time viewer, please hit the like button and maybe share this video out with some of your retro gaming chums. Until Friday, cheerio.